Hyundai just bought the rest of Boston Dynamics. A robot can now feel a cup before it grabs it. And the internet decided a humanoid face is either the future or a war crime. Let's get into it. Start with the money. Hyundai is about to own 100% of Boston Dynamics. SoftBank held a small leftover stake, about 9.65%, and just cashed out for $325 million. Hyundai Motor Group is expected to approve the deal on June 22nd. This closes a weirdly long chain of ownership. Google bought Boston Dynamics back in 2013, sold it to SoftBank in 2017, and then Hyundai took an 80% stake in 2021 for about $880 million. SoftBank kept a put option from that deal, and this is them finally using it. Here's why this actually matters instead of being a boring ownership footnote. Boston Dynamics is one of the only humanoid robotics companies with an actual factory job lined up. At CES this January, Hyundai showed off the electric Atlas robot walking around on stage, though it was being remotely piloted, not running on its own. The real plan is for a production version of Atlas to start working at Hyundai's electric vehicle plant in Savannah, Georgia by 2028, starting with parts sequencing before moving to harder tasks by 2030. Boston Dynamics' own CEO has said Atlas needs to learn new factory tasks in a day or two and hit 99.9% reliability before it's actually useful. That's the real bar, way more important than any stage demo. Meanwhile, SoftBank isn't leaving robotics, they're just chasing a bigger bet. Masayoshi Son is reportedly building a new venture called Rose AI, aimed at using robots and AI to build physical infrastructure like data centers, with a target valuation around $100 billion. So this isn't SoftBank giving up on robots, it's SoftBank trading a slow-moving hardware company for the infrastructure layer underneath the whole AI boom. Now to something smaller but honestly more interesting if you care about how robots actually work. Researchers from UC Berkeley, NVIDIA, and Stanford released a framework called T-Rex that gives robots a sense of touch alongside vision and language. The demo shows a robot arm doing a task called split cup, stacking and separating cups using two dexterous hands with live camera feeds and a tactile feed shown side by side. That tactile feed is the actual point. Most robot demos you've seen rely entirely on cameras, which means the robot has no idea how hard it's gripping something until it's already crushed it or dropped it. Under the hood, the dataset behind this is 100 hours of tactile synchronized teleoperation data covering more than 200 everyday objects and 22 motor primitives. The researchers used motion capture gloves to record precise finger movement from a human operator, then mapped that onto robotic hands for the actual training data. It's slow and it's still a research project, not a product. But giving robots touch instead of just sight is one of the harder unsolved problems in the field. And this is a real attempt at it rather than another scripted demo video. Last story, and this one's less about engineering and more about a vibe check. A Chinese startup called Aheadform built a robot head called the Origin F1, designed to switch between facial expressions and personalities on command. It went viral on Reddit and the reaction was rough. People weren't impressed by the realism, they were creeped out by it, with most comments landing somewhere between uncanny valley and outright discomfort. It's a useful reminder that realistic robot faces are still one of the hardest problems in robotics. Not because the engineering is bad, but because humans are extremely good at detecting when something pretending to be human isn't quite landing. So that's it for this week's Robot Roundup. If you had to bet on one of these, Hyundai's factory-ready humanoid, a robot that can finally feel what it's touching, or a hyper-realistic face nobody asked for, which one actually changes things first? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.